You know, whether we do yoga or any exercise, we have to keep this body moving. Most of the illness we have, discomfort we have, is because our bodies are not moving. And we don't have the circulation in our body system to be healthy. So breathing and learning to breathe properly is so important. Because otherwise what happens is everything becomes an effort, right? It's an effort to wake up, and it's an effort to go to sleep, and everything between waking up and that effort and going to sleep in that effort, and everything in between is an effort, right? So life becomes effort. What means effort becomes a push to try to do something, right? Push yourself to wake up, push yourself to go to sleep, and push yourself to live in the day. And then you never feel like you're progressing. So what happens then? You get depressed. You get unhappy. Come on, everybody. Sukhjit coming today? And Guru Atma? No? No? Come on. Because especially within this society, we think that the mind can carry us through anything. So the first mistake we make in life is to think our mind can carry us through everything, right? No, I'll figure it out. No, I don't have to exercise. I'll figure it out. I know how to do it. I'm figuring it out, right? And you spend most of your life trying to figure things out. And when you spend most of your life trying to figure things out, what do they call that thing when this hurts up here? What do they call that? A headache, right? Most of life becomes headache. And headache becomes a big problem. You know, I've never in my life, I'm very blessed. I've never had a migraine. I don't know what people tell you. I have migraine. I say, I don't know. I eat oats and grains, but I don't have migraines. Right? You know, I never get headaches. Maybe the odd time tooth is hurting this or that. Maybe I have a cold, but I don't know. I don't get headaches. Maybe I've just been very blessed. Although on the other hand, I think I have about 100,000 headaches I have to deal with every day, but I don't get my headaches. Right? Because I learned very young that if I wasn't relaxed in my body, if my body system wasn't relaxed, then my mind could never relax. My mind can't relax my body. I can go in my body and say, okay, arm relax a little bit, okay, thank you, okay, this arm relax, okay, thank you. So we don't teach yoga that yoga is a religion, yoga is, you know, something I'm bowing to. No, yoga is a practice, an ancient practice. Our gurus understood, in the Sikh tradition, understood the benefit of exercise, the benefit of yoga. Why is yoga different? You know, we look, yoga is over 4,000 years old. And some even say before even maybe 10,000 years. And if we see in these days, like today, 2015, that yoga is everywhere, right? There's all kinds of, you can see over the years there was, you know, this kind of calisthenics and this kind of exercise and this thing, and then you dial those 800 and get the thing that goes in and out called ab flab, all those things, right? Right? But yoga is a system, because what is yoga? What does mean yoga? Yoga means united energy. And united energy means three parts: body, our mind, and our spirit. Yoga means the union of the body, the mind, and the spirit. We call that united energy. So my day goes, I do my pod, I do my hymns, I read my banis, Then I do exercise so that I can relax my body, breathe, get the circulation into my body. And then I do my Simran, then I do my meditation. And when my body is relaxed and mind is set, that meditation, that Simran, goes much deeper inside. The effect is deeper. Why? Because my body system is relaxed. Many of you come to you and say, well, I do Vaheguru, I don't feel anything. I read Pad, I don't feel anything. How many come to me like that? Anji? It's all a matter of what this mind wants to tell you. I've been reading my Banis for a lot of years, decades as a matter of fact. And every time I read my Bani, even to this day after reading Bani 35 years, how many years, 40 years, whatever it is, every single day I learn something new and I feel something different. Every day. It's always new to me. So when I say effort, it could be, oh, I have to do Simran today. Oh, I didn't do my Simran yet. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay, I did my Simran. Okay, now. Okay, my toast ready, my tea ready. Right? Oh, I did it. I didn't feel anything. Right? But if you're relaxed, and I find that if, you say, well, I don't have time in my day. I don't have my time. And then I found through my years of experiences that if I give my time, then Guru expands my time. You understand, in the finite of life, somebody said somewhere, I don't know how many, 200-300 years ago, 500, 600, 800 years, 2,000, said, oh, there's only 24 segments in a day. Right? Somebody said there's only 24 hours in a day, 24 segments of 1 hour. And they based it on astrology and the sun and the moon and all that stuff, right? And they decided then there's 24 segments. That was decided by a human being, right? That there's 24 segments. But in the realm of God, right? In the realm of universe, there is no segments. Right? There's only that which flows through the cycle. Yes, there is a moon and a sun cycle depending on where you live and time zones, this and that. Come on, hurry, hurry. We don't say hurry, hurry. We say hurry, hurry, hurry. Right? Come on, Ji. So if that I can be restricted by some human being who said there's only 24 segments, or I can be unrestricted and say there are no segments of time. Therefore, why should I be restricted by time and space? But you say, yeah, but I have to be at work at 9 o'clock in the morning. How can I adjust that? I have to be there at 9 a.m. Right? So we get fixed. And because everything is done in those segments, our mind is trained to get segmented. The kids have to be at school. I have to get up. I have to do this. Then I have to do this. And it's good on. It's coming back. Then finishes her work, and so-and-so's finishing here. Maureen has to get there. She's got this client coming at 5. She has to do a Reiki treatment, right? Whatever it happens to be. And that's true. I agree with that. But when I don't attach myself to that, then the time expands. So I don't govern myself by, there's things say we're leaving at 6. Well, we leave at 6:10, we still get there at 6:30. We leave at 6:15, we still get there at 6:30. Doesn't matter, we leave at 6:25, we have 18 miles to drive, we're still there at 6:30. Because we're not restricted by the time and the space of it. It expands when we expand. Now I'm getting really way out there, so let's pull it back. That'll be a lecture for another time. But what I'm saying is that we only restricted by what this mind tells us we want to be restricted. And if we say, that everything is an effort, then everything becomes an effort. If we say everything is a flow, because there's two flows in this life. There's your flow, your independent flow. Don't we all say, I just want to flow, I just want to flow, right? Right? But there's two flows. There's your flow. Flow means your movement through your time and through your space. But there's the flow of the Paramatma. There's the flow of the universe. That also has a flow. And we forget sometimes. That's why not everything happens always the way we want it to happen. But if we learn to flow with it and flow with that, what connects us to that flow is our meditative mind. What connects us into our flow and the flow of this universe is the Simran, Japo, Nam Japo, meditation, reciting the Nam, doing Shabad. And being excited about getting up. You know, it's an effort to get up because we don't want to get up, right? So if you don't want the duties of life, don't have 18 children, 14 cars, 13 houses, 16 jobs, right? That's why we say that, and we're going to start in a minute, that's why we say that if we have in life what we call attitude of gratitude, if we're grateful for everything, there's 3 A's. One we call altitude, right? One is called aptitude, and one is called attitude. So we have altitude, aptitude, and attitude. And then we got Karamjit, who's just a dude. Because we love him, right? So we got altitude, aptitude, attitude, and dude-tude. That we're going to make a new thing. Hey, what do you, dude-tude, man? That's when you can use. If anybody asks you how I dude-tude, man, I got my dude-tude today, right? So what is altitude? Altitude is where I see where I'm coming from, right? We all have a way we see things, right? So altitude is where we see things from, how we see things. Aptitude is what we know, right? My aptitude word means what I know is called aptitude, right? But neither of those are going to give you peace of life. That's why we say of those 3 A's, what is the most important? Your attitude. How you act and react is called attitude. How you act and how you react is called attitude, right? So I say it 3 times. How you act and how you react is called attitude. Look at anything you did today. How did you act and how did you react? Right? So we say in our way of life, we say if that attitude is gratitude, that means if we're grateful for everything, plus and minus, pro and con, positive, negative, if we have an attitude of gratitude for everything, Sunia said to me, she asked me today, she said, well, even when people are rude to you, how do you just, you're the same with everybody? And I said, because attitude is always gratitude. I'm happy when you're angry at me, mad at me, upset with me. How am I not supposed to grow? And I'm very happy when you love me and say we love you. That I'm also happy. I'm grateful for both sides. It's all equal. It's all the same. Because how else do we grow? And gratitude, grateful, is 2 words. Great and full. Right. Somebody comes up to you and say, how are you today? I'm great and I'm full. How would that change how you see your tomorrow? You want sorrow in your tomorrow? I don't want to bring sorrow to my tomorrow. We can do a yoga exercise today. We can take all our hang-ups, right? All those things bugging us. We'll turn it into visualize in our minds, making it into a basketball, and we'll throw it into the hoops and get rid of them, right? It's all how the mind wants to see it. It's all how you want to express it within you. You can be uptight or you can be upright. I choose to be upright rather than uptight, right? Because when you're uptight, everything becomes up and tight, right? Then you have no might. Then you start to fight. I say, let's be bright. And that's my true might. Not that I should flight. But if our body is tight, I know we're going to do a little exercise today. You know, if our body is tight, mind is tight, everything is tight, is it not natural you're going to take flight? You're going to disappear. And that disappearing is inside of yourself you disappear. Not outside. Inside you disappear. You lose the inside. And when we lose that inside, then life becomes a game of compensation. Compensation means then I have to make up for everything that I'm doing because it doesn't feel truthful. And that's why we have to always look into our heart. And when we look into our heart within ourselves, immediately we relax and we don't react. I told Sonia today I live by two basic principles. One is that it's not what somebody else says about me that matters, it's what I say about myself that matters. And the second thing is I never blame anybody for anything, ever, ever. I always look inside of myself and say, okay, Arnam Singh Ji, what was wrong in that communication? Why did that happen? Where did that come from? What was inside of you that created that misunderstanding or created? And then I'd say, okay, Guruji, give me that answer, help me understand that within myself so that tomorrow I can be better in that communication, or I can do this a little better than I did it today. Right? And I always look, because my teacher, which is my guru, Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji, always leads me back into myself. It doesn't take me out of myself. Right? But no, we go, oh, Maureen, you know, it's your fault. You were the one that did it. It wasn't me. It was because you did that. Right? Don't we talk that way to each other? No, but I would have been on time, but, you know, that's right? It doesn't make sense. That's that word, no sense. What do we call it? Nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. It's not difficult to do. It's just we're afraid to make the effort to do it. That's the only thing. There's a gap. And what happens in our lives is that gap then becomes a gorge, right? That gap, we feel the gap is only this big, but as we continue, it becomes a gorge. Gorge means big space. And then our mind says, I'm never going to be able to jump from this side to this side. It creates such a duality or division within us. And that's when we fail. That's when things don't work out. We create such a gorge. And then what do? Well, they put a curse on me. That's why it happened, you know. Or somebody's thinking a bad thought about me. We look outside of ourselves and we have a million zillion reasons to substantiate why I can't get out of bed this morning. I tried to get up, but somebody was holding me down. I couldn't get out. I tried, but I must be some spirit. I can't get out of my bed. And you tell me these stories. I can't get out of my blah, 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 blah. And I'm in my bed. Blah. I said, what? So let us give us that opportunity to feel good. That's all I'm saying. I talk a lot, but I'm only saying if you feel good about yourself, you'll feel good about everything. That's the only key to life. That's all our teachers, our gurus, our mentors say. That's all. If you feel good about yourself, you'll feel good about everything. Even if you're in the midst, what do they call those things? Tsunamis, tornadoes, tomatoes, I don't know. Tornadoes, whatever it is. In the midst of the whirlwinds, what do they say in every one of those tornadoes or tornadoes? There's what? A calmness. That after every rainfall, there's what? Sunlight. And oftentimes a beautiful rainbow. Don't see just the rain and the clouds. See the rainbow of your life. Otherwise, then I have to teach you like I teach the kids, right? Like the young kids. Happiness runs in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat upon the sea. Everybody is a part of everything anyways, and you can have it all if you let yourself be. That's what I teach our children.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿ ਜੀਓ